Hi, I'm Kubek. I'm the EVP and General Manager of INscribe Digital.
What's interesting is we sort of see two different splits in the marketplace right now. Publishers who have not really gotten into the digital space, who are now recognizing that they need to get in the space and are really wanting to work with partners who can help them figure out how to do that. And in many cases are smaller, may not have all of the infrastructure set up to be able to go digital, but they want partners who can help them do that, and that's one thing that INscribe tries to help them with. We also see publishers who, as you said, have already digitized their product, but now they're really trying to understand how to take it to the next level, whether that's from a marketing standpoint, really rethinking their metadata and the fact that, that they've got to utilize the tools that are available to them to help create search and discoverability in their marketplace through much better and much enhanced terminology in their metadata. We work with partners who are really looking to streamline their processes now. And you see a lot of publishers who now are now that they've got their files, it's what do we do with them? What types of files should we be creating enhanced ebooks from? How do we market in a new digital space? How do we leverage our physical presence into a digital market? We work with publishers who are really trying to think about how do they grow this business significantly. And so there's a lot of different thinking, I think, in the marketplace, and you have partners who are at either end of that spectrum. I think authors have a very interesting opportunity in their space now, and many of them are continuing to be distributed by traditional publishers, and their ebook rights often are owned by those publishers, but they often have reverted rights on their backlist, or they're writing new content that isn't picked up by a publisher that they're distributing themselves. And some of those types of authors are coming through a company like INscribe Digital. Some of them are going direct. Some of them are doing a hybrid model where they are working with a traditional publisher on part of their list and on their own or with a third-party partner for part of their title base. And many authors now appear to want to have a very broad strategy and are really looking at each title individually and recognizing that certain titles make sense in certain approaches, whether that's with a traditional publisher, whether it's physical, in some cases E-only, in some cases E with a POD option. And so authors, I think, are getting a lot more savvy about where they want to go, how they want to test some things. We work with an author, Sylvia Day, whose title, Bared to You, did really, really well as an ebook. We distributed for her, and she was actually picked up by Penguin with that title. And so there just is a lot of evolution in the marketplace, and I think authors are really trying to find their own way. I think they also have to understand that the marketing component is really critical, and many authors are just now starting to get really good at figuring out how they drive their own marketing plans or work with third parties like a company like Astral Road Media to build a platform on their own, because in some cases their traditional publishers are not able to support that in the same way. I do think there are differences at the retailer sites. Some of them market differently. There are different customer profiles. And authors and publishers need to be smart about understanding where those strengths are. Where do their books present the best, on what type of reader and what type of format? What are the enhanced ebook opportunities that exist for them, whether that's read-along for children, whether that's the ability to size and scale photographs in a unique way. We work with a variety of publishers who are really starting to think about how do I show my product off the best, and how do I really think about where it will be read. What kind of device, what size of device, is it color, do I have sound capabilities, and what can I do? We work with a couple publishers that are taking existing content and completely repackaging it. In a couple of cases taking information from multiple books and repackaging it into a new book that has really cool stuff for the reader to engage with, whether that's video or audio. And to me, publishers that are really thinking creatively and really spending time to look at what they have, look at what their content is, and how do they put it together in a way that maybe they couldn't physically, or that the medium lends itself to. And then recognizing of the retailer sites, how do you leverage their marketing functionality, where they have strengths, what categories they play the best in, and tying those things together in a really thoughtful manner. I think publishers will also get smarter about creating pathways to those sites, just like they might have wanted to motivate consumers in a physical space to go to a Barnes & Noble. Today, they might be trying to drive them to a Nook or to the Apple iPad. So it's just important for publishers to think holistically about their title base.